Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Today, my racket journey ends. Stay tuned. Good morning, everybody. My long-awaited journey for a new racket ends today. Okay? My ball saver sponsor. Who put that there? My racket sponsor of the day is Lutfi Awad. Lutfi Awad. Lutfi Awad. Okay. Sorry, I'm not very good with names. Lutfi writes, "Hey Harry, I wanted to thank you for taking your time to answer my questions about if I would be able to bring my tennis bag on an international flight." Oh, well, thank you, buddy. I'm happy to help. Yeah, getting rackets on an international flight's always a tricky situation. Probably going to have to check that in most of the time, well, all of the time, and make sure you have a big enough bag and place it somewhere, where the handle is, which is the stronger side of your check-in bag, okay? And then, protect it with your clothes and, whatever soft in there, because, gorilla might jump on top of it, or they might freaking drop a fridge on it or something like that. So hopefully you made it to your destination with your rackets intact. All right. If you want to be my coffee sponsor of the day, network is buymeacoffee.com/tennis spin. Thank you so much in advance. And thank you for everyone for keeping the coffee rolling. I couldn't do it without you. Okay, so the long-awaited journey. As you guys know, changing rackets for some of the people isn't easy. It's actually a long process for some of us. For others, it's actually super easy. You hand them a new racket, they're done with it. They don't look back and they move on. Well, those are the special people. Those are the people who never make excuses about rackets and never blame the rackets and never think that, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, this racket's gonna put me over the top. Yeah, those are the special people. I, unfortunately, are not one of them. I'm pretty particular. It's probably in my head, but you got to play with what you're comfortable with, what you're confident with, and, what you believe can make you play better. The racket before my burns, so this was my rackets, okay? So I've had Clash Pro, right, for the past, I want to say close to 3 years. Burn 100s for maybe 3-4 years prior to that. And then before that, I had this hammer 4.4, Hyper Hammer 4.4. This is my last one left, and it's all kind of beat up, as you can probably see. But I got a lot of lead on it. I'm going to show you this way. Check out all this lead all over the place. And there's a bunch in the handle too. And it comes out to about 13 ounces with everything included. But this, was my stick for literally 17 years. And I feel like I tuned it. It took me a little while to tune it to what I wanted it. And I finally got it to where I wanted. And it took the Burn 100 to kind of get me over the hump, because it was getting more difficult to get these rackets. I kept buying them on eBay, and the conditions of the rackets were getting worse and worse. So I was like, ugh. And I try every rackets every year, couldn't find the one. So I'm not one of those easy people to switch. The 3 rackets that I was considering was the Solinco Blackout 300 Extended, Dunlop SX300 Tour, Arma Pro by Fury. Okay. So the 3 of these rackets are quite different. SX300 Tour is obviously smaller head, 98. Pretty good power, pretty good feel, pretty good balance. I mean, I added a ton of lead to it, but it's a feel thing and it's a swing path thing for me that is super important because I really kind of need a racket that kind of cuts through the swing path and helps me finish. And this actually got me there. I played a lot of great sessions with this racket. The Fury, I mean, I thought I played pretty well with it. Coach Rob was telling me that I didn't hit through the ball as well with this racket. But this is a 101 square inch racket that, I mean, I actually really liked. It definitely felt like the most control out of the 3. And probably the hardest one to hit with at my age. So definitely needed to be on the ball to hit with this one. Now the Blackout Extended. So when my journey first started, I was using the regular. And the regular kind of really didn't do it for me. I wasn't feeling the swing path very well. So kind of after the first couple sessions, I requested a extended one from Solinco, and they sent me one out and said, "Here you go. Give the extended a shot." So I'd been, ever since after the first couple sessions of my journey, I switched to the extended. And it felt comfortable. It's definitely the most powerful of the 3, and it's a 1/2 inch longer. So the more I tweaked my game, or the more I tweaked this racket, the better it felt. So by the time I was done, playing a couple tie breaks with Coach Rob, hitting with it a little longer, the more I felt like I was comfortable with this Blackout Extended in the 300 gram. So it kind of brought me back about 20 some years ago when I was kind of in this racket, because this is also a 1/2 inch longer and easily customizable, because this racket was only 10 ounces before strings. So with the strings in there, it's right around 10.5 ounces. So I was able to add as much weight as I could. Because it was so thin, it gave me feel, right? And the lead just kind of accentuated everything. Although it did deaden it in certain spots, but I still had a ton of feel. So as you can see, it's a stretch racket. Okay. Put these together. About the same length. So I felt like this felt the most like home for me, and the most customizable to kind of my style at my age right now. So I have chosen the Solinco Blackout 300 Extended. This will be my racket going forward. So I'm super happy to play with a new toy, as I call it, and I'll continue to customize this racket until I feel that it's perfect for my needs. And I will, once I'm done, I'll show you what my finished product and my finished perfect racket will look like. So I got to reach out to Slinko now and see what if they'll hook me up, since I'm going to play with their stick. All right. What's up, Slinko? You going to hook me up? Hey, guys. All right. So Slinko is it. Blackout extended. Check yours out today and demo it and see if you like it just like I did. All right. Thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.
What the hell? Harry! Harry!
What? Is that you?
Yeah! What's going on? What are you doing here?
I got stuck.
You're too squishy!
Come on, little dude.
I'm working at it!
Come on.
Oh, man!